Hello nerds everywhere, welcome back to another tailored collection video where we unbox and review Star Wars collectibles among many other collectibles that we add to our ever-growing collection. We have Star Wars The Black Series, Commander Cody's helmet in front of us. We are going to do an unboxing and a little bit of an overview and take a look at all the goodness that this helmet comes with. Taking a look at the box, first off though, we got a nice picture of Commander Cody on the diagonal cut part. Few pictures of the actual helmet on all sides of the boxes. Then a bunch of Star Wars branding, says the Black Series for the line of the helmets that these are coming in, as well as the action figures. They've been doing tremendous job on these helmets for the price point. That's part of the reason why I could not say no to picking this up. I've always wanted a clone helmet or even just a Commander helmet. And finally, we have it in the Black Series. Going to unbox them though, we're gonna speed up this process a little bit because nothing's super flattering about getting the helmet out of the box. But you start out by opening up all the flaps at the top, and then it is fully protected on the inside with a lot of cardboard. It is also plastic wrapped, so hopefully no scratching or anything like that on your piece when you get it in hand. And here is the helmet itself. The only thing that it does not come attached to the helmet is this little earpiece here. It just clips in via peg ports on the side of the earpiece there. The helmet looks really good. I did not initially like the helmets for the clone troopers when they released them. I think maybe about within the last year. But I think the proportions they didn't nail down. It looks better in hand than it does in the photos. Taking a look at some different side profiles of the helmet though, so we can get a good idea of what the full helmet looks like. Unfortunately, part of my helmet you can see with this antenna piece is bent. Super bent. It came right out of the box like that. Kind of unfortunate considering how protected these boxes actually are. I've never had a problem with anything else. But then again, with like the Mandalorian helmets that they've had included, those have had the rangefinder separate and need to attach yourself in the box. So there's some nice weathering around the piece here. One only super dark spot at the top on the mohawk part. Everything else is kind of a dingy gray, and otherwise it's just a few dingy gray spots. You can also see that antenna super bent on the side there. Overall, the weathering is pretty lackluster. The helmet is a little too glossy, and like the weathering that they've gone with just seems to be like printed on to the actual helmet pieces. So parts of it can come across glossy as well, which you don't really want. Especially with Star Wars helmets, I feel like all Star Wars helmets should be mostly matte. But that is just me. Clones I know can be a little bit different, especially with the iterations of the Stormtroopers. Their armor is glossy, so taking a look at another profile shot here, and I think the visor is a really nice yellow. I think those stripes at the bottom are also a really nice color. It's more orange than yellow, I should say. Great colors across the board for the visor and down near the chin parts of the helmet. For the price of this helmet, it really is nice. Like I was saying, the proportions, it seems pretty accurate to what I can tell, even though we've never had a live action clone Commander Cody's armor in live action. It seems pretty spot on. It's oversized for what you would picture the clone helmets to be like. And just to give you guys a little bit more of a close-up shot, we'll go through a couple different things here. Underneath the visor, you can see the black strip coming around the visor part, which is accurate. And then on the sides, The weathering just printed on, it looks like. Those are sculpted black holes on the side of the visor. Coming up here to the detailed lines on the visor, everything is, this is what makes me think it's just like printed on to the surface. Everything is overlapping, which looks pretty ugly up close. It looks like someone just did whiteout for the lines and whiteouted over to overlap and meet those ends and connect everything up. It doesn't look great the more you get close to it, but from a distance does not look terrible at all. You can definitely do some retouching of that yourself to make it look a little bit better. At the back of the helmet here, you have the access port to the batteries. You just flick down this plastic piece that pops out pretty easily. That lets you get access to the battery compartment. I believe these take a couple double A batteries actually. Looking on the inside, there is some detail. This is one thing with the Black Series helmets that I really love, is the inside detail. It's never painted. It's always just black plastic throughout the entire piece, but honestly, like a little bit of like a brown wash and some rub and buff, that would go a long way with just dirtying up on the inside and giving it that extra detail, making it look like it's actually worn and everything. You got these like filters at the mouth part as well to make it look just more in universe. Wrapping up on the Black Series Commander Cody helmet, I am pretty happy with this. Like I was saying at the beginning of this video, considering the prices that these are releasing for, around $100, it's a huge win for Star Wars fans like myself, who as a kid always wanted helmets and always wanted to put on these helmets and run around with them and pretend like I'm Commander Cody or a Death Trooper or a Mandalorian, anything like that. They are doing, I think, a really great job with these. I'm trying to pick and choose which ones I get here and there because I can't accommodate all the helmets space-wise, but this is one I really wanted, and I'm glad that I picked it up. Unfortunate that the antenna part on his right earpiece is broken, but nonetheless, it is still a great helmet to have in the collection. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing. We will have some more videos in the next week. Please stay tuned for those. I will see you on the next one. Take care.